Okay, let's just remind everybody that all council meetings will be audio and videotape. Will be shown on the Township of Ocean's Community Cable Channel, Channel 22 on Verizon Fios, and Channel 77 on cable.
Rob.
Roll call, please.
Sorry.
Did you sign the wrong one?
Yeah.
Who's
Does it
next?
matter? Should I sign by you?
Mayor
I'm
Buckingham,
sorry.
Here.
It's always been there.
Council members Achary,
I didn't- Here.
Kaplan,
I'm
Here.
sorry.
and Telaverde.
Yeah, here.
The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for the meeting have been satisfied. A copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Coaster Post in Town Hall, filed in the office of the municipal clerk on December 18th, 2025. So we are going to start off with various township managers. Township managers. We'll start off with township manager.
Yeah.
David Brown.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Council, how's everyone this evening?
Outstanding. You?
So I handed each one of you a glimpse of this huge, colorful document that we received from Premier Community Signs. They're soliciting the township to use these community signs in place of where we already have some of our signs. The first page you will see there are 4 proposed locations. And this is not, we don't have to discuss this tonight, I'm just giving you an overview and then you can absorb it. But they got 4 locations, all locations are on our state highways, whether it be 66, 18, or 35. And then I gave you their proposed concept of what it would look like, the next 4 pages. And then I did a little quick calculations for lease terms for 1 to 5 years, because this would be revenue generating. We would gain about $75,000 a year in the first 5 years for the 4 different locations. So I'm meeting with the CFO later to crunch some numbers and take a look at the lease. And we also have to figure out administratively how we procure them. Because I'm not sure if they're on a state contract cooperative. We will probably have to do some sort of bidding process.
Where else are these in the state or Monmouth County?
Good question. I don't recall, but I do recall them saying they're in the, I don't think they have one. I think it's Edison or Woodbridge area. And it might be in this overall document. I'm gonna try to email this document. This document is colorful and I didn't wanna kill a bunch of trees. But,
This is the same company, I think, Tom Arnold
yeah, it's
spoke
almost,
to me
this
about.
is like 42, 43 pages.
Right.
But, I'll send it around. But they are in another municipality, I think it's Woodbridge. I want to say, or East Brunswick maybe. And some of the situations in here are pictures of that municipality in this document. The next thing, topic is the C4 zone. Colleen came before you at the last meeting. She was looking for suggestions and recommendations for the C4. We really need to close this out and get back to Isaac Masry and Seaview Square and all
I
the
sent
rest
an
of the
email
folks
to
in
you
that zone.
today, Dave.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, I think so
Keith
far
is clear.
we got Councilwoman Gita, we got the mayor, Dee, Robin, Jude, Grace Ann, and Dave Fisher. If you're gonna weigh in, because we're trying to close this out by tomorrow to get back to a draft to those who are proposing this.
Do we
these changes.
So I know you gave it to us in hard copy. Do we have it electronically?
You should have gotten it from Colleen, not me.
I think there is an email that I responded to one that was on a chain. I don't know if it's.
I don't know if it had,
I don't even know who's on it.
It says, I
It
think
was
it's
like a
entitled
list of-
C4,
yeah.
C-4 is the subject.
So Dave, if we could just get that email re-forwarded out to.
Okay. I'll do that, 'cause,
and then if you could respond,
I'll
that'd be
see,
good.
but I don't know if I have the,
I may have it from the last meeting, a
yeah,
hard copy
yeah,
from the
if
last
you
meeting.
can send it
Yeah.
then, because I don't
Mhm.
recall what the original document, I just have Gita's response to Colleen and Greg.
I think I have a copy from the last meeting.
Okay,
I read what Gita's
yeah,
recommendations were. The only thing I added was I didn't have a problem with a freestanding car wash, which was one of the items in there. And I do prefer what Greg said was pad sites for
Mhm.
certain you know, things that would be added over there because they have the property to do it.
Yep.
Greg made, I think, some recommendations, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
and just quickly, it was more like, discussion was over medical offices, they want a car wash, the food, fast food, auto service center, data centers, battery storage, warehouse, self-storage, health or sports clubs. So those were kind of the decisions that the council needed to weigh in on. Either yay or nay, if you want to see those things in that zone.
And refresh my memory, so at that point, what happens? It goes to the planning board?
Yeah, once Colleen has it set, I think we're gonna talk to, those who are proposing this and take a look at that, and then it'll ultimately go to the planning board and then come here for approval.
So there are proposals on the table for these?
Yeah, this is how it's originated in community development. There was an ask to take a look at this zone to include some of these items.
Right.
So now, community development synthesized it, it's coming to the council, say, what does the council want to see? Then we go back to the proposer, and then it should go to the planning board.
Well, the proposer is Isaac, he doesn't have it, and what I'm saying is he's not been approached by anybody for any of these.
Oh, I don't know. He might have been, that's why he might be asking for it.
Well,
Can
I
we-
asked that last.
Mhm.
Right,
Yeah.
did we get an answer on that?
I can get an answer on that.
So, do we talk about this right now, or do we have to send you an email?
No, send Colleen an email so she can encapsulate everybody's comments so that we can then finalize our draft.
Okay.
And then we can get back.
Because I thought last time we got rid of the data center, like no one wanted that.
Okay.
Well,
I've
I
been
don't
putting-
think we did.
We
I
didn't.
think we had a conversation, I don't know that I'm against it.
I think, didn't you say?
I said I don't, because Greg had said.
I concurred with,
And I did
Yeah.
too.
yeah, so
So
there's
three.
there's three of us off the bat that are,
Yeah.
you know.
But we also asked, well, I did, about the child activities, like what that was, because
So again,
my
put-
idea might be different than their idea.
Yeah, I would send her an email in the
Put
morning.
all that in Colleen's email, and then she'll get all these answers that you guys are looking for.
Okay.
And
I
council,
don't-
I would suggest you do the same with Colleen.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't see
And then-
an email from Colleen regarding that, so if somebody can forward something, that would be
Okay.
awesome.
I think it was just paper.
Yeah,
I don't
that-
She handed out
remember.
paper
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
last, which I
So-
have.
It was in paper.
right.
I'll
I
send
Jess,
don't
if you can
remember
email
seeing
that
it.
out tomorrow, that would be
Yeah.
helpful, and then
Thank you.
we'll get this, trying to get this closed out as
Because
soon
I
as
picked it
possible.
up today and I forgot what it was, because I have all this stuff.
Ocean Glades update. We got an update back from ARH, who is our engineers on the site, or LSRPs.
Oh, I have it.
And we got an exhibit, and I'm gonna email this out to you tomorrow morning, but we got an exhibit with the anticipated 150-foot and 50-foot wetlands buffers, which will be in line with the letter of intent, which is still pending final review, and they have generated a preliminary exhibit for your review, which is what I'll send in the attachment so you can see. But it finally gives us some sort of clear delineation of what's wetlands and what could be usable for a development project at that site.
Can you just give an idea of where that's located?
Oh, Cindy Lane,
Okay.
in the back corner of Cindy Lane, right adjacent to the affordable housing units back there.
Okay. Thank you.
And then last but not least, drum roll please. We have received the Ocean Township Municipal Tree Plan
Oh my
planting.
goodness.
That was on my list.
So I will be sending that out. I had a meeting with Patty from the Shade Tree, who sent it around on behalf of Norm and the rest of the Shade Tree Commission. So I have that, and I will send that around. And a lot of this, Patty and I think we can get some grant funding to go around some of these plantings, and obviously this body here has to approve the location. So I just wanted to kind of touch on it today. We'll talk more in depth in the July meeting.
Are we going to invite Patty to answer questions?
Yeah, we could do that for the next
She'd be
meeting.
willing to.
Yeah, oh, of
Because I did
course.
speak to her about
Yep.
it. That's great. Happy
Mayor,
to hear
That's all I
this.
have for this evening,
Kiddo, let's
other
go.
than the closed session item of
We'll
affordable
go
housing.
round, we got some time. Start off with Rob.
I got a long list, so if we can get through it.
So do I. I got
Four.
great baby.
So, Dave, I neglected to ask this. Well, you know what? Let me tell you one thing. So, I don't know how it started. Oh, I do. Somebody sent a message to me asking if we ever considered having seniors, citizens, give messages to seniors before they graduate. I forgot what town does it. So I reached out to Jen. I reached out to Kelly. I reached out to Mark Rudolph. I talked to Dave, obviously, first. And they were all on board with this. So Jen was obviously away for 10 days, so we kind of lost some time. So it seems that they're on board with our senior citizens doing a 15 or 30-second message to the seniors that are graduating, wishing them good luck. Here's what I would recommend, or what advice do you have for a senior graduating in 30 seconds? So John was going to, or Mark was going to put an email out to all the seniors asking if they were interested. They were going to do video Thursday and Friday of next week. John Klink was going to do it, compile it, send it off to Kelly, post it on YouTube, or send a link to the seniors if they still have their computers, and if not, if we all agree, we could post it on our SharePoint, our Facebook page, and Kelly would share it to the seniors that way on their page. So it's all about timing.
Superintendent?
Kelly, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Weldon, yeah.
Yes.
So the, lost my train of thought. The plan would be a lot bigger and broader with more time. That they would do it in their production studios at the high school. They would invite seniors in. They would do it over a course of a couple of months, compile it, put a nice podcast together, formalize. No time for any of that. So for first year, Kelly and Jen seem to agree on that. So we'll see where it goes. It could be 5 seniors. I'd love it to be 50, but Mark is going to run with it with Jen and Kelly.
Okay.
That's great.
So, yeah, I thought it was, I can't remember who mentioned
Tiffany
it.
Fisher.
Thank you, very good. Yes, sorry Tiffany if you're watching. I missed that.
She has some great ideas.
She did
She
have a
really
good one.
does.
Yeah. So, okay, going way back.
This is the second item then?
Yeah, second item. So, I know we've asked for this numerous times, and I know it's hard, but can we try to do old business on our agendas for all the topics that keep coming up that don't get decided on?
You mean like posted on,
Like on the agenda, old business, we still.
in workshop?
Yeah, it would have to be workshop, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've discussed that numerous times. I think we all have agreed so that we can make a decision, and somebody comes to Dave and says, what did the council say? And respectfully, Dave's got to say, we don't have a decision.
Right.
So,
That would be
IEC 4.
there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Update on 1515, Logan?
On schedule for July 9th for the auction.
July 9th, yeah.
July 9th.
Yep.
Okay, so it's being, all the paperwork's in, we're good, DEP, blessings, legal
There
documents.
might be one outstanding DEP document, but it doesn't prohibit us from going to auction.
And then the final subdivision isn't done yet. That's intentional. We're gonna,
Go back to the planning board for that. You and I discussed that kind of casually.
yeah, but other than that, it's in the auctioneer's hands. He's doing what he does. He's
Got it.
blasting it out.
Okay, cool. That's not gonna happen. Orchard Plaza we're doing, not okay. Are we going to spend some time coming up with the process for decisions on the combined board? Who is gonna be selected, how we are interviewing, how we're rating the resumes?
How many resumes did we receive?
15, 20, I'm sorry.
Holy crap.
Terrific.
Oh, but that's new and old, that's current and new.
That's, no, just, I had 4 that were already on the board and then 16 that weren't.
It's terrific.
So the other people that are on aren't reapplying?
I guess not.
No, I sent an email to Dave. I wasn't for them reapplying. And Fisher agreed, and so did Kaplan. I mean, I feel that we appointed these people, the 4 of us. I'm not going to have them reapply.
So.
There's resumes somewhere though. You had
They
to get a
can-
resume when you applied.
That's fine, but they've been on the boards now for a few years. We've appointed these people. I'm not for, that's my opinion.
That
But
should have been
hold on,
discussed last
Hold on, yeah, how
meeting.
did you, respectfully, how did you make that decision without consulting the entire council?
I'm not, listen to me, you wanna talk about it, we can talk about it, but I'm not for, that was my
Well, it's too late now,
opinion.
but it's your opinion. The deadline's passed already.
But when I sent an email to Dave, I had already spoken separately, and I had said, I'm not for them reapplying. I was getting calls from.
But this is a council decision.
I understand that, but I was getting calls from existing members that were really lighting into me about the process and reapplying for a board seat that they're already on.
I thought we were
But there's no,
collecting the resumes.
hold on, they're not already on a board because the board's been dissolved.
Well, they were on the boards, and to start fresh with a brand-new board is a big mistake for the town.
But
I'm
we're not-
sorry.
But we're not starting, we are starting with a new board because we
are,
have to.
with existing people that are on there. That's, hey, look, if you wanna review all the resumes, there they are right there. You
Not
guys
all of
can.
them, they're not the current members.
Then you can ask the other people for
But you
their-
already stopped that.
I
Well,
felt
let's
that
get
they're
their
already on.
resume. Well, my understanding was that we were filling the spots for the empty spots. That
No,
the,
that was never
That was never
discussed.
discussed.
No, absolutely not. It's brand new board. Every position is wide open. And that's why we consistently ask for a process. And
We
it's been
do.
delayed.
Are you not happy with the current people
I'm
that?
not happy with the process.
No, are
Me
you not
too.
happy with the current members that are on these existing boards that
That's not
we've-
the question you should be asking. The question you should be asking is, are there more qualified people that have not applied?
Well, I'm just curious, are we not happy with the existing board members that are currently on the board now, on the boards now?
I don't
I'm
know.
happy with the ones we've appointed because we've appointed them.
I'd like to say something.
If I wasn't happy with them, we wouldn't have appointed them.
Having said that, we don't have, so I don't attend planning board or zoning board meetings, so I don't know what they do. I certainly could watch them, but I hate to say, that's a lot of time to watch.
It is.
But we put out a qualification list. We've never asked them for their qualifications. Frankly, we may have rubber stamped a couple. I get it, I'm guilty if that's the case. But we have not an opportunity, we have an obligation, because we have an entirely new board, not to push these people through, but to consider everybody that has been asked to apply.
Correct. I would like to say something. Is that okay?
That's-
So I asked for attendance, didn't receive it. So I went and made my own attendance off of every single meeting, all 39 meetings, except 6 of them are not online. And of the 39 meetings, only 10 meeting minutes from the land use boards, both zoning and for the last year and a half, are actually on there. So I spent the entire weekend going through as much as I could because it's a lot. And the attendance for a lot of the people that are being recommended are less than 75%. They're less. 61, 66, 64. And sadly, I mean, I hate to call you out, but you're 50%.
well, I'm told when my presence is not necessary for a vote, so I only go when they tell me to go.
But why is that? I mean, why would they just tell you that we need you for a
For a
vote?
planning board meeting, I don't know if you've looked at the agendas for the planning board meetings. A lot of times, there's nothing on there.
But you're still, I mean, I went to all of them.
Okay.
You know, maybe 2 that I missed in 18 months.
Okay.
Because I wanted to hear what
I
was being
defer to
presented.
Colleen on when she thinks I should be present. Colleen and Nicole.
And this new planning board is 2 meetings a month. So
Yeah.
now we're talking, you know, at least 6 to 8 hours. And if you're only going to 50%, I mean, I would have a little
Again,
bit of
when
an issue
Colleen
with
and
that.
Nicole tell me that I should be there, I'm happy to be there.
But why would you want to just
So how
be
would
there?
you
I
suggest to
wouldn't.
do the process, Rob? I'll, obviously be open-minded to listening to, what your recommendation is. So I don't wanna get into an argument
No,
about
all
this now.
good.
I know we have to go into closed session
How about if
and you want a process. So how would you propose the process? Would you like to review all the resumes, and then
Put a rubric
the
together.
5 of us
a
send
rubric.
over
So
our
we value
names?
the opinions of Colleen also. She had emailed
Absolutely,
us
yeah.
a
But-
list of
But
people
she
she
gave us
recommends.
nothing. She gave us nothing to go off of. There's no performance, there's no attendance, there's no meeting minutes.
She
Like,
gives her opinion.
how, but she didn't give us any opinion about those names. So what is the opinion on?
All right,
Based
so,
upon nothing.
so Rob, do
To
you
answer
wanna
your question.
review the resumes you are more than happy to do that.
I will
And then-
scan,
Go ahead.
I will
Go ahead.
scan the resume.
Maybe the 5 of us submit the names that we feel should go on the board based upon the existing members and the resumes that I'm not reviewing all the resumes, I can tell you, because I'm happy with the 2 boards that are there now. Not everybody, but there's certain people that are not coming back anyway.
So to answer your question, what I would have preferred, and if it's still possible, is everybody submits a resume. We put a rubric together, I haven't seen this, but put a rubric together, like we would for any job application, most job applications. Score it, review it, decide how many of those people, based on whatever numbers we're looking at, top 5, top 10, well, we need 19, we decide how many, that's up to us. We interview them, and we rank them.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I sent out 2 weeks ago.
Kevin, what do they do in other towns that you deal with?
How many
I don't
towns have?
think I've been in town that-
Well, I mean, even for people that are going on planning and zoning boards, I mean.
Oh, you're like regular appointments, if a seat comes vacant,
Yeah, yeah.
it's usually somebody on the governing body says, hey, Joe's a friend of mine, he wants to do it, he's good,
Right.
this is his background, what does everybody think? Sometimes people want to meet with him, sometimes not, and gets appointed. I mean, there's typically not a formal.
Which is what we've done up until this point. And I'm not saying it hasn't worked,
Right.
but I'm saying we have an entirely new board that we have to totally reappoint. So nobody's got a position right now, and nor will they on July 1st. So if we ask for resumes, by just saying we're keeping the ones we have, why did we bother opening it up to the general public?
Why?
To new
To
board.
fill the
Listen
new
to me,
spots.
when
Fill
we
the
had
open
that
spots.
meeting, I suggested that if you wanted to, I wasn't for it. If you guys wanted to put it out on your pages, I didn't expect a full-blown ad on Facebook being paid for, submitted out there on Facebook, which keeps coming up. I said you can put it out and you can submit and ask for names. That's what I said. I didn't say put an ad out and pay for an ad through Facebook and keep pushing it out or call. I didn't call anybody to ask them. Like, I stopped
I
at
didn't call
somebody's
anybody
house
either.
and they told me they were approached to put their name in.
Okay, so let's just decide what we're gonna do. I will email everybody the resumes I have tomorrow morning.
Okay?
And then
Well, what about the current members?
I don't have anything for them. We never had anything for them.
That's not true, though.
I don't,
mean, I
but I
had
don't
to
have
put an
anything,
application
but that's
in.
that's not my department.
There are some that
I
are
have
on there
no
before,
idea. That's not
before
my
I got
department.
on. A couple of the names are on there. I mean, Colleen was happy with them, so.
I don't know.
I mean,
I have a
personally,
question.
I feel that the people that run that department know how their members operate.
Agreed.
So if the people that run that department and they have to sit on that board with them, I'm gonna go off the professionals' recommendations. That's how I feel. I mean, why do we have professionals if we're not gonna listen to them?
Because we appoint them.
I get it, but if they're
But they've never
working,
been involved with the appointments of replacements.
but if they're working well,
But they've
Again,
never, but they've never been involved.
so how would you suggest to do this? Do you wanna meet with each person individually?
I just said, review all the resumes, put a rubric together, we agree on a rubric, score the rubric, determine how many we're gonna bring in, whatever number that is, I don't have it, I don't know that we need to decide right now. Interview them, rank them, and mutually agree that we're gonna select X number. We have to accept 13.
If you're talking about interviewing, I don't know if you mean the entire council, that would, typically when you're interviewing for an employee, that's in a confidential executive session. And I think you might want to do the same here, if it's the whole council, or alternatively, 1 or 2 people can do interviewing.
I have a question for you, actually.
Good point. Sorry.
So, I have a little bit of an issue that I just want to ask a question, right? The question is, for people that have given campaign donations to council members, when does that become a conflict of interest when we're appointing the same people that contributed onto these boards?
It's not a conflict. The the conflict rules are if a planning board member gets a direct or indirect financial or personal benefit from being on the board, right? And I can tell you, I know that most planning board members, if you ask them, don't get a benefit from being on the board. It's a service they go out and do. If they're on the board and their next door neighbor comes in, they have to recuse themselves. That's on a case-by-case basis. But making a campaign contribution to anyone in this room or anyone, out there it's not a conflict.
Even with the one that they cite, Wiskowski versus Rhesus, which is the appearance of an impropriety.
That's a Supreme Court case. That's actually no longer the standard. The Supreme Court's changed that because they said appearance of impropriety is too vague. There's got to be an actual provable conflict to exclude somebody.
So people that are giving donations now for a future campaign, that's not an appearance of an impropriety.
Correct. That's not an appearance of impropriety.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if it's appearance to you, but those campaign contributions are publicly disclosed. Everyone knows them. You can make a decision on that. If you think someone contributed, therefore they should be disqualified, that's a policy decision. That's not an ethical decision.
So there's no ordinance about like $5,000 sponsors, all of that. I mean, that to me, as a public member, I would think that that would be improper.
It's not the law.
Okay.
So would you, all right, so this is me, it's not the other four. I'm going off of Colleen's recommendations. That's how I feel.
Well, it'd be nice if she was here to actually ask questions about those specific people that she recommended, to get performance, to get attendance, to get anything. Because like I said, I watched multiple videos all weekend long, took my own attendance. That shouldn't be my job.
Send her an email and set up an appointment next week with her. That would be, right, Dave? That would be the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can get you the attendance records, that's not.
I already have them, I did them myself.
Yeah,
I don't need them now.
okay.
Meet with Colleen.
So, back to the process. Are we gonna ask for the current members to provide resumes?
Yeah, I think that would be the fairest for everyone involved, especially since 16 people from our general residents want to serve on this board.
I'm sorry, so I agree with that. Respectfully, John, if you're going with Colleen's recommendations, that means all of the resumes that have been submitted, you're not considering?
No, there's open spots.
There are open spots.
So how many did she recommend?
11.
So we have 2 open spots? So of those resumes, in your mind, you're picking 2. All good, I just want to understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we're also
I
gonna
got you.
get, yeah, I mean, you had one that put in before this even came up. There was one that was a resume here before. I mean, they're in the talent bank through Tracy Berkowitz. She gets the talent bank resumes. That's how these names have come into us.
In the past, correct?
Yeah. I mean, there's names on there that we've reappointed that were on here before I got here.
I don't disagree.
I believe there's 2 from, 2 of them which, we know through the club.
Coincidentally, Tony and Tony. What a
Correct.
surprise.
Correct.
Anthony and Tony, but.
Tony.
Tony.
And well, and Gino. Very non-Italian names. So my opinion is we should ask the current for resumes. If we don't do it, and that's what the majority says, so be it.
And did we ask every single person? Because there was another person that is serving that told me he wasn't asked.
I don't ask.
I think
put
anyone
the ad
that
out.
wants to be on it
I put the ad out and push
should
it for
have
me to
equal
call
opportunity
everybody.
to apply.
I just want to throw something out. You said, ask everyone to apply. I think you should discuss the consequence. If somebody doesn't put in, are they disqualified from being appointed?
That's where I was going with that the next. Kevin, you read my mind. I agree. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Right.
You may be disqualifying, qualified people that are currently on the
But
board.
why would they refuse to give a resume? It doesn't make any sense to me. You can go on
Going down
LinkedIn.
the path of what you're
I'm
proposing.
with you, Kev. I don't disagree. And I don't want to do that, but I don't respectfully, John, why that decision was
Well,
made.
again, I'm going off of what Colleen's recommending. I
Because
mean,
you're
I
requesting the
I don't want to, again, belabor the point.
Department.
Should be Colleen.
Let me ask you a different question. We're not gonna get this done
No.
anytime, well, we need to come up with the process
Yeah.
tonight.
Now I gotta step in because I need action on July 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So you got till then, council, please, because then we don't have a board that's acting and we've got applications.
I just
We've got
don't-
business to handle.
I don't think that when we thought to put this referendum out there, and I don't think it was Colleen's intention when she recommended it, that we were gonna dissolve the boards, that we were gonna take it and start from scratch. I don't think that was the intention, and I think that it's kind of exceeding
It's
our
the
power.
law.
Mm-hmm.
To take, I don't think it's the law to dissolve, to tell the people that they're done and not reappoint them for the new session. I don't think that was the intention.
Intent versus law are two different things.
Well, it's actually policy versus law. The law is the boards are dissolved.
Dissolved.
I think what Keith is saying is that it wasn't the intention
Intention.
to say to everybody,
That wasn't
you're
our
not
aim.
coming back, you're wiped out.
That wasn't our aim
and
of the
have all
referendum.
new people appointed to the board. That's
Oh, I'm not
policy
saying all
decision.
new.
Yeah.
I agree. No, don't misunderstand me. In my humble opinion, yes, the majority of the people
That are
that are there are probably well qualified and will probably I would give them strong consideration, let me be fair. But there's 16 other people that deserve the equal amount of consideration because they've applied, because we put a request out for applications. So I get the intent part, but once we learned that 6 months ago, we had 6 months to do this and we're waiting 2 weeks before we need to get them in. So shame on us for waiting that long.
And respectfully to you, I think Dave said last time, not you, Dave Fisher, he said that he didn't think anyone was interested. And I said, when was the last time we even put it out to the public? And here we go. So I think we have to give equal opportunity to everyone. And to your point, Rob, I mean, I think you're probably right that most of the people that are serving on it are very qualified and will be reappointed, but it has to be fair and equitable for all residents, my opinion.
Well, if I could make a recommendation, I mean, you have people Colleen recommended. She's been doing this for a long time, and you want to know the basis for it. I think you should meet with Colleen and say, tell me why these people are qualified. You also have other people who want to review. Rob, you said go through the resumes. If you want to meet with the people and make a recommendation, I mean, there are empty slots, then do that. I don't know that you need a, what you call it, a score sheet, a rubric.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
but if you want that,
Seems
you know.
I think we do, and
How
I'll
would
tell
it
you
be
why.
not-
I'm sorry, because I did watch the videos, and the minutes aren't there, which, to me, that's inappropriate. It's, we pay someone to actually do this,
I'm absolutely addressing that.
And
It's already been addressed. when I
18,
talked
like
about
I said,
it.
18
I'm not
months.
listening. I'm going off.
and there's 10 that are on there. So I read those, I actually watched videos. A lot of the members that were recommended don't ask questions and push everything through. So yes, I would like to see new people on there, and I would like to interview them and then come up with the best qualified people, whoever they may be. And I don't know, I mean, has everyone else watched the videos and read the 10 meeting minutes? Guess not.
No, I definitely have not.
I spent probably
Dave, how much time does Mary
15
Beth
hours
need?
doing it.
I actually don't know.
Okay,
It depends on your questions and
Right.
whatever,
for the orchard.
Yeah.
All right.
We may have to carry her over if necessary, but I'm texting her, telling her we're delayed.
Okay,
Can we come back after general?
sure.
Bring her on.
Let's bring her on. We'll come back up after,
Yeah, if it's going.
I said
Yeah.
general, right, no.
yeah. Motion to go and close.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okey dokey. Close session. It's gonna going to let everybody know before we start the meeting that all Township Council meetings will be audio and videotaped. They'll be shown on the cable channel, Channel 22 on Verizon Fios, and Channel 77 on Cablevision. Have a roll call, please.
Mayor Napolitani?
Here.
Councilmember Sachera?
Here.
Kaplan?
Yeah.
And Tallarico? Here.
Can everyone please stand as we do a pledge of allegiance and remain standing as we do a silent prayer? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moment of silence for our troops that are overseas fighting the wars right now. Please remain standing. You may be seated. Okay, so just want to remind everybody the notice requirements for the Open Public Meetings Act for the meeting have been satisfied. A copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press, and the coaster posted in Town Hall and posted in the office of the municipal clerk on December 18, 2025. There are 2 emergency exits to my right. They'll take you to the front of the building. 1 to my left. That'll take you to the rear of the building. Please make sure all cell phones are turned off, and if you need to make a call, kindly step outside. We have some presentations, but before we have presentations, I'd like to just go down and do council comments, and then we'll come down and do our presentations and our proclamation. So I'm going to start down with Councilwoman Kaplan.
I get to be first today because Deputy Mayor Fisher is out.
Well, we've been rotating a little bit there, Councilwoman.
We're good. Okay, first I'd like to welcome the students from Hillel who were here. They participated in the Ocean Environmental Commission's Skip the Stuff contest. Thank you, Julia Valente, for putting that together.
She's still a sermon to me.
I just want to congratulate Jack and Eileen McCormick. They were honored this Sunday at the Historical Museum. If anybody has not been to see the Historical Museum, they should check it out. It's amazing. And thank you to Jim Foley for spearheading that effort. In terms of upcoming events, join us this Sunday at the Jersey Shore 5K Cancer Schlep. It's Sunday at Palea Park at 9 a.m. If you Google it, the link to sign up will come up. We're also looking for volunteers. And that will raise money for cancer and specifically the Rabin Medical Center in Israel. And right after that, we're having a Flag Day, a Flag Day ceremony at 11 a.m. at the monument. So please join us. It should be a nice day.
And we'll have 250 flags planted to celebrate our 250th anniversary. Thank you, Councilwoman. Anything else?
That's it.
All righty, Councilman Achara.
Excuse me. Bless you. Thank you.
Bless you.
No.
That's good. You use that. What's today? Thursday. Tuesday, the Chamber of Commerce had our annual expo over at Jumping Brook. Tremendous success. Over 50 vendors and exhibitors were there. Over 200 people walked through. One of our biggest events of the year, or it's always our biggest event of the year, and it didn't fail. So congratulations to all the members, the executive director, and everybody that participated. Next upcoming event is Business and Breakfast. You can find the information on that on the Chamber's website, gotcc.org. If you're interested, it is held at Turning Point on the last Thursday of every month. Very interesting speaker this month. I won't tell you who it is. You got to find it on the website. But any questions on that, you can certainly reach out to me. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Tallarico.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a few things. One, wanted to just let you know that I attended the Garden Club annual tree swap, and what a fun event that was. A shout out to all the members and to the chair, Diane Sermonte, who really made it very engaging and educational event for everyone. This Garden Club is open to all residents and meets the second Monday of the month. I wanted to invite any resident that would like to be part of the 250th Celebration of America Parade in Middletown on June 28th at 12 noon. It is a 2-mile walk. The event is not town sponsored, this one, but if any resident would like to attend with me, I do have a small group that would like to represent Ocean Township in this parade. So please use my email, gtellerico@oceantownship.org, to sign up and for more info. And I did meet with residents of Heritage Village to help support them in getting some of their maintenance requests met. So I'm hopeful that that is also in the works for our seniors. And I just want to wish every father and father figure a happy Father's Day next weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Dave Brown, our manager.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't know if my mic. There we go. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate the offer to speak tonight. Just seeing that this is probably going to be our last meeting before 4th of July, I just want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July, a safe 4th of July. Remember our fireworks, and a happy 250th anniversary. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. And Jesse, I believe you had a few words to say.
I would like to thank Brad Andrus for all his help in setting up and breaking down the polling locations at the 10th hole, the municipal gym, and West Park Rec. I'd like to thank Carlos, Jimmy, and Kyle for setting up and breaking down the polling location here in Town Hall, especially challenging the day after an election because there's court at 9 a.m. and we have to be ready for that.
That's right.
I'd like to thank the PD for returning the election results to the county the night of the election. I'd like to also thank a couple of the workers from Public Works who did all the returning of the rest of the election materials to Freehold the next day after the election, and to thank the ladies from Public Works who helped me piece together the microphone stand tonight.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Not for me.
Okay, just want to remind everybody that there's an essay and poster contest. They're due back tomorrow, Friday, June 12th. You can bring them over to Human Services Building. Jen Nordstrom's collecting them. There is an essay contest as well that goes to Lisa Hanna at the high school, What America Means to Me, and you can email your essays to lhanna, that's LHANNA, at oceanschools.org if you're interested. We have our annual fireworks this year on July 2nd, and we're going to have some great entertainment, phenomenal fireworks by Serpico Pyrotechnics. We're looking forward to that. We're going to kick off the whole weekend on the 2nd of July. July 3rd, we have a bike parade at 10 a.m. I want to let everybody know that the Deal Lake Commission has added fish to Fireman's Pond effective today. So they're looking forward to potentially having a contest within a year or two. They have to let the fish get a little bigger, but that was a great thing today. Don Brockle did it, so thank you, Don, on that ask that I made. He's got another surprise coming up, and I don't want to bring it up yet until I know it's there. I also want to let everybody know I met with the governor's senior staff, her chief operating officer, and her executive team to go over permitting procedures throughout the state of New Jersey, but more importantly, our municipality and what the problems are as it relates to various permitting processes that are through the state, especially the DEP and the EPA. So it was a very productive meeting. I feel very confident that the team is listening to the officials and how we can get things streamlined and move quicker. So it was a very, like I said, very, very good meeting. So that being said, what's that?
Police explorers are looking.
I thought you were doing that. I'm sorry about that. We have the Police Explorers. They're looking for more volunteers that want to be Police Explorers. They have a meeting on the 22nd of June at 6 p.m. Any teen interested between the ages of 14 and 18, if they're interested in a career in law enforcement and earning community service hours, there's going to be free pizza and the first responders training. It'll be at the Ocean Township Police Department headquarters right here, 399 Monmouth Road. Drop-offs in the main lobby. So if you're between the ages of 14 and 18 and you're interested in law enforcement, kindly come out. They'd love to see you. Now let's get into the fun part. So we're going to start off with our presentation. So I'm going to ask the council to come off the dais, and we are going to honor some of our students, and let's have some fun here. Okie dokie.
John, do you want
You? Oh, there we go. So I want to thank Michelle with 2 L's. I have a wife with 1 L. Michelle Kilnick. Did I say that right? Kalimnik. Okay. So we have some students here today, and we're giving them a certificate of accomplishment. So we're going to call you up individually. We're going to give you your certificate. I'd like to call up your teacher right now so you can explain. Yeah, I'm going to put you on the hot seat. This is your gig. Come on up, Michelle with 2 L's. That's okay. You probably know all about it. Come over here on this side. All right, we're going to put you right in the middle. There you go. So, Michelle, so talk to me about the recycling PSA contest.
Oh, microphone.
You're going to
Okay.
get the microphone.
So we had just wrapped up our unit on natural resources and pollution and all of that. So we did a whole end of unit thing on recycling and global warming and the whole thing. So this was perfect timing to get this email and share it with all of my students. But of course, we had our 5, worth highlighting today who submitted a video and, deserve the credit for,
So let me ask
putting
you
in
a
the
couple
work.
questions. So what was special about this project that they did?
First of all, they're very creative. They, their videos always make me laugh. It's not the first of the videos I've seen this year from them, but it just fit in with my curriculum perfectly. And the timing was, pretty spot on for, giving this end of unit project. Guys, let's wrap up what we learned. And kind of your bill is really helpful for saying, hey guys, this is one step in, trying to limit plastic and pollution and all of that.
So do you teach just science, or are you doing everything in the class? Like I did?
So 6th grade is earth science. So we did weather, we did, now we're doing space, we did natural resources, we did natural disasters. All of that fits in with our curriculum. We went to the planetarium today on a class trip, so we're wrapping up the year.
They had a busy one here. All right, so let's call up the kids. We're going to start off with Seti Baum. Oh, bummer. Okay.
Family affair.
Family affair.
Who's the chair of the Environmental Commission?
You don't want to come up, Julia?
I didn't have that choice.
So I've got Jean Diane.
Jeannie Day.
Jeannie Diane. Jeannie Diane. Hello, Jeannie. Oh, look. Here you go, Jeannie. Look at that. And look, we all signed it. Shoshana Nesser. There you go, Shoshana.
Thank you.
Shelly Shama. All right, Shelly, don't walk away. You got your certificate.
Thank you.
There you go. I like your pink braces. They didn't have that when I was a kid. They were straight metal, and that was it. Gabrielle Cohen. All right, Gabrielle, right here. Girls, you did a great job. Anybody want to say a few words? You're on TV. It's right there. You want to say a few words?
Thank you, Miss Klimnik.
I think that gets an A. What do you think?
Oh, they got it.
I'm sure they got A's.
They did.
I don't think we have to worry about that.
They don't even need it either. They got it.
Nice job, girls. Let's get some pictures with the girls. Get you in the front here, in the center. Go over to the center. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to go to the edge. I'm going to go on the other side.
Yeah, here.
There we go. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. All right. Thank you, girls. Now we have young ladies. Michelle, can you take that? Thank you. I'll stay down. We have one more honoree tonight. So I have an honoree tonight who has been in front of this council more than once. Suvid, come on up. Suvid is Suvid Asnani. I have to say he reached out to me He reached out to me because he was trying to win this contest through the New Jersey League of Municipalities. So he needed to actually have the mayor sign off on it. But what he didn't tell me was it was due in like hours. I'm like, okay. So I said, nice job, all good. We got it in, and Suvit got the scholarship, which was unbelievable. So Suvit has been in front of us with the Boy Scouts, and I just can't say enough for this young man here. He's got a bright future. He's done so much building up with the Boy Scouts that I really can't say enough. But can you explain a little bit about your essay, Suvit?
So I wrote about, the essay topic was about what your town means to you. So for you, who don't know me, my name is Suvit, and I did an e-waste recycling drive as my Eagle Scout project 2 years ago, or maybe like a year and a half ago maybe. And I collected over 8,000 pounds to be recycled from the township. And then just this following September, I did another e-waste drive on a smaller scale, but that was another couple thousand pounds. So what I wanted to write about in my essay was about how much my town meant to me through the community. So I really focused on what really the town meant to me was how much the community just stood up for me, I guess, and how much they, helped me, represented me, not with just the town council who gave me all of their support and made honestly everything a success in the first place, but just through everybody in the community who showed up to recycle or to help out with my drive and volunteer. So, it was really special to be able to thank the community in this way, and I'm just really thankful for both the council and the entire community of Ocean.
Awesome, Suvit. So he is the winner of the Lewis Bay Second Future Municipal Leaders Scholarship, and honestly, it can't go to a better young man than Suvit. So I'm just going to read the last part of our proclamation, which says, now therefore be it proclaimed by the governing body of the Township of Ocean that heartfelt congratulations are hereby extended to Suvit Asnani for his remarkable success in the Lewis Bay Second Future Municipal Leaders Scholarship Competition, and be it further proclaimed that the governing body extends their best wishes for his continued success as he advances in his education and step forward as a future leader in our community and state. So that's our proclamation. There you go, sir. And then you got something from the New Jersey League of Municipalities, which says, for your interest in civic contributions to the community as evidenced by your participation in the 32nd Annual Lewis Bay Second Future Municipal Leaders Scholarship Competition. Here you go from the League of Municipalities for Suvit. Congratulations. Good job, man. I'm so happy for you. There you go. That's your, you want to hold them up? We'll take some pictures. Mom and Dad, you want to come up? So, girls, class is dismissed. If you want to leave, you don't have to hang around and hear all the boring stuff tonight. Thank you for being here. We appreciate that.
I have another council comment. We get new chairs.
Yeah, we've been asked, Kevin and I have been bumping for these for a couple of years now. Well, at least a year.
Okay, we're going to do our consent agenda, and this is where we will open up for public questions and resolutions and vouchers. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Council and will be enacted by one motion listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If a discussion is desired on any item, that item will be considered separately. The purpose of the public portion is to solely ask questions to understand resolutions that appear on the agenda and is not an occasion for a public hearing on an ordinance. All questions not related to an item on the agenda should be asked during the public comments portion at the conclusion of the meeting. Are there any public questions on the consent agenda? Seeing here none, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talerico?
Yes.
Napoltani?
Yes. Individual action vouchers in the amount of $8,859,757.06. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talerico?
Yes.
Napoltani?
Yes. Ordinance is up for adoption. Ordinance 2544, which is an ordinance establishing a joint planning board, zoning board of adjustment and amending Chapter 2 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965, Section 2-6.2, Planning Board. Someone please open up public discussion on Ordinance 2544.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2544.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talerico?
Yes.
Napoltani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to speak on Ordinance 2544, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public discussion on Ordinance 2544?
I move to close public discussion on ordinance 2544.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talerico?
Yes.
Napoltani?
Yes. Action on Ordinance 2544.
I move to adopt ordinance 2544 and publish according to law.
Second. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
I'm sorry, so this is voting for, to,
Combining the board.
no, I'm sorry, this is to close public,
No,
Oh.
this is to vote on, okay. So, I'm tossed on this vote, so we gotta vote yes eventually. Unfortunately, we don't have a process in place to fill the vacancies for the ordinance yet. I'd love to say no so that we can get the process in place and then vote, but that's probably not the best. But I just want to make sure that that process is done properly, that it's fair, it accommodates the people that are on the board, and it accommodates the people that have applied for the board. So I'm going to vote yes, with the understanding that we're going to get that process done and everybody will be treated fairly.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talerico?
I would like to just add that I'd like a time frame for that process, and I agree with Councilman Achara, so I will vote yes, but I would like a time frame, and that the process is fair, just, and equitable for all residents to be considered.
And Napoltani?
Yes. That ordinance has been adopted. Ordinance 2545, an ordinance of the Township of Ocean in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey, adopting a redevelopment plan for Block 1.22, Lot 33, and Block 1.22, Lot 34, commonly known as 1211 West Park Avenue and 1213 West Park Avenue, Township of Ocean, New Jersey. Someone please open public discussion on Ordinance 2545.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2545.
Second,
Second.
roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yeah.
Talerico?
Just to open? Yes.
Just to open it, yes. And Napoltani?
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard on Ordinance 2545, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
Hi, good evening. Well, Alex Hayes, Oakhurst. I'm just going to voice my objections to this, as I have been almost the entire process. You all have mentioned this redevelopment at 1211 West Park, 1213 West Park, the former location of those two homes, Honora, right next to Township of Ocean Middle School. Granted, my second child will be leaving the middle school, thank God, in a few weeks, so I might not have as many reasons to drive by that area as I do on a daily basis, but already that is a traffic nightmare. And when I was watching, I think it was the planning board or zoning board, I forgot even which one, or maybe it was a previous one of these meetings, it was discussed that the developer wants to bring 30 townhomes, 30 townhomes, within a stone's throw from the middle school. And I just cannot imagine the traffic that's going to be a little bit more of a nightmare coming in and out of the middle school. I don't think people in town know about this plan, and I don't think it's being publicized enough. Part of that stems from my displeasure with the fact that we do not seem to put our minutes in a timely manner on for public consumption. So my questions, and they are like kind of minimal. In this ordinance, it states that the planning board did create some sort of a planning consultant prepared a redevelopment plan. When is all of that going to be made public for the public to be able to be like, okay, let me see what they're proposing? I think they were proposing 2.5-story townhomes. I know it's not set in stone. They don't have like an architect from what I remember seeing. Like it was like it's like still a pipe dream, I guess. But I think residents need to know that there's a proposal for 30 townhomes by the middle school. I guess that's kind of my question. When will all of the redevelopment documentation that has been put in front of the planning board for this location, and that the planning board issued their recommendations in writing? Okay, thanks.
Kevin, I'll lob that over to you when it would become public.
It's public now. The planning board approved it at a public meeting, so it's.
How can I get it?
You put in an OPA request.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing here none, do I on ordinance? Just ordinance 2545.
Might have been that.
Do I have a motion to close public discussion on ordinance 2545?
I move to close public discussion on ordinance 2545.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Adjourn.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Talarico.
No.
You don't want to close the public.
Oh, yes, sorry. I always get that wrong, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yes.
And Napletani.
Yes. Action on ordinance 2545.
I move to adopt ordinance 2545 and publish according to law.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Talarico.
No.
Napletani.
Yes. That ordinance. That ordinance has been adopted.
AV guy, huh?
Ordinance 2546, which is an ordinance to amend Chapter 12 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean, 1965, authorizing a stop intersection at various locations in the Township of Ocean. Someone please open public discussion on ordinance 2546.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2546.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Talarico.
Yes.
And Napletani.
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard and speak on ordinance 2546, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public discussion on ordinance 2546?
I move to close public discussion on ordinance 2546.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Talarico.
Yes.
And Napletani.
Yes. Action on ordinance 2546.
I move to adopt ordinance 2546 and publish according to law.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Talarico.
Yes.
Napletani.
Yes. That ordinance also passes. Ordinance 2547, which is an ordinance amending and supplementing ordinance number 2343 entitled An Ordinance Amending the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Ocean 1965 relating to personnel policies, practices, and procedures, Article 5, absences, and Article 9, conduct. Someone please open public discussion on ordinance 2547.
I move to open public discussion on ordinance 2547.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Talarico.
Yes.
Napletani.
Yes. Anyone wishing to be heard and speak on ordinance 2547, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Seeing here none, do I have a motion to close public discussion on ordinance 2547?
I move to close public discussion on ordinance 2547.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talarico? Yes. And Napatani?
Yes. Action on ordinance 2547.
I move to adopt ordinance 2547 and publish according to law.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talarico? Yes. And Napatani?
Yes. That ordinance also passes. Introductions to ordinance 2548, which is an ordinance amending chapter 12 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Ocean 1965, authorizing a stop intersection at various locations in the Township of Ocean. Someone please introduce ordinance 2548.
I move to introduce ordinance 2548.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talarico? Yes. And Napatani?
Yes, that ordinance will have its hearing on the 9th of July. Ordinance 2549, which is an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 21 of the Comprehensive Land Development Ordinance of the Township of Ocean, Article 4, zoning provisions, subsection 21-22 through 21-32. Someone please introduce 2549.
I move to introduce ordinance 2549.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Achara?
Yes.
Kaplan?
Yes.
Talarico? Yes. And Napatani?
Yes, that too will have its hearing on the 9th of July. Now we'll open it up for public discussion. If anybody has anything germane to the Township of Ocean, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address. State your name and address for the record. You have a time limit of 5 minutes.
I'm scared of this thing. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna hold it. All right. Good evening. My name is Jeff George. I'm here tonight to raise awareness about a very serious issue plaguing our town. I'm sure many of you will agree. The deer population is getting completely out of control. In a lot of ways, it feels like the deer are completely taking over society. At first, it was just one deer, then 2, then 10. And now they're forming entire deer communities. The deer are reproducing at a much higher rate than the rest of us, often having 6, 10, or even 12 fawns. They're everywhere. And they all look the same. It's impossible to distinguish one deer from another. You can try to be friendly with them, but they are extremely skittish. They're walking through our streets at all hours of the night. They walk in the middle of the road and then they act like we're the problem. And have you ever driven by one of them and noticed how they just freeze and stare at you? People say that's fear. I disagree. I think that's the deer scheming. They're not afraid of humans anymore. And you know why? Because they've been studying us. They know our weaknesses and they know our vulnerabilities. They infiltrate our communities and they carry disease with them. They hide in the bushes and they eat all the berries. Ladies and gentlemen, we must do something about the deer population. I've heard that in some towns they conduct controlled hunts to cull the population numbers. Personally, I think a more humane solution would be to relocate them, maybe to Ocean County or upstate New York. I think they would really enjoy that. So, thank you for your time and for taking this matter so seriously. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great night.
Too. So, just to, obviously the council prior to us also has been grappling with this issue for many years. We've even put it out to the other municipalities. Relocating is a great idea. Controlled hunts, sterilization, the way that Staten Island and I believe it's Princeton have spent an inordinate amount of money trying to sterilize the deer. We even went as far as to get the surrounding communities on board with an idea. Because the problem is that if, let's say, Ocean Township does something, it's not going to matter because West Long Branch, Eatontown, Tinton Falls, Neptune, we're all in agreement with you. Unless we can get some sort of an agreement. And Dave, I think you can chime in on that, Dave Brown, about the discussions we've all had, you know, in regards to having a joint thing. I mean, the only thing I can say is we can have and host a meeting, another one with the surrounding municipalities, and see if we can all come up with an agreement. But we all have to agree on it. And we know there's a problem, and this guy up here didn't hit one once, hit one twice. And the second time cost me a lot of money. A lot of money. So, I mean, we do want to work on this, but I think, Dave, maybe what we should try to do is have another joint meeting with the surrounding municipalities. But the county also has to be involved, because in our town, we have Wells Park. That's a county park. So we need a lot of different entities to be involved. So, Dave, do you think we could try to set that up? And, you know, we'll host it in Ocean Township and, you know, see if we can come up with, we'll call it a deer summit. Thank you for your concerns. Anyone else wishing to be heard? Any comments germane to the Township of Ocean?
Alex Hayes, Oakhurst again. Just want to start off with the rotating comments. I love it. I love that you started first. I love that you take turns. It's so refreshing. So keep up the slight changes. It makes everything more appealing and it makes it a better meeting. The Dow Avenue speed limit currently is still at 35, and I'm wondering maybe offline. I know there is the Safe Streets Coalition that is working to lower some streets, but I'm just wondering, since you know, even online people are saying like, how about this town, or how about this street, how about that street, how about this street? Like, could there be possibly posted online a specific, if you would like so and so, whether it's this Safe Streets or the PD to look at traffic on your street, here's what you need to do. Because it's a little confusing. Who do I go to? I live on Dow. I have no sidewalk on my side of the street, so my kids couldn't even like safely cross. They had to be bused literally to Dow School, which was 9 houses away, which is kind of ridiculous, but there's no sidewalk. So, and there's 35 mile per hour, and that really means 50 in this town at a minimum. So I would love to throw in that street as one of the ones that's being looked at. Okay, so I'm just going to reiterate again my problem with there not being minutes. And sometimes minutes are here, but they're just not on time. They're months later. I've been bringing this up for like 4 years, so it's really encouraging to finally hear yet again, like it's going to be addressed. But why can't we get AI to do it? I've said it again. Pay for whatever program it is to just push a button to spit out minutes, and then somebody the next day can go over them to make sure. I really don't understand how this is a hard lift. You know, there should be no reason why minutes are not up for planning board, environmental, all the other boards, this one, within 6 days. And the law states reasonable, and we can argue what's reasonable or not, but more than 2 weeks is unreasonable in my opinion. I bring this up because this week people would not know what was being said last week, and it was a fascinating discussion about Seaview Square last week, and then it was also brought up again this week in the work session, and who knows when that's going to be put on the minutes. People have no idea that Seaview Square owners, this is what they're asking for. The owner wanted, and I know some of you don't like this, so not everything is going to go through, but they, I don't know who owns it, wants a data center, wants a fast food with drive-through, wants a car wash, wants a bank with a drive-through. It's good to hear that Amazon is coming back, but that would have been nice if that was in some minutes. A medical office. When these things are discussed in public session and nobody knows about it, they exist in a vacuum, and then you guys make decisions, and then you're surprised when people in town say, well, they already made up their minds. Like, it doesn't matter what we say because it's already predetermined. And I bring this up also because in discussing the combined board, I'm switching gears here now. Somebody tonight said we have an obligation to consider all of these resumes, and I cannot even fathom that you would consider anything other than that. Somebody also said, well, don't you like the people on the current boards? If you like them, then we should just push them through. Well, two things can be true at the same time. You can like the current people, but you still should be looking at new people. I cannot fathom that you would say to people, we didn't even look at your resumes. I don't understand how you can say to people, no, we're not even going to consider you before we even open up your email or see your resumes. It's been apparent to me, which I didn't know until this meeting, that whoever Colleen is, and I apologize, I don't know her last name because I don't think once her last name was stated, but Colleen submitted a list of who she wanted you all to recommend for this new land board, but the applications weren't even due yet. The deadline was not in. So there were professional recommendations being made before all of people had the opportunities to submit for it. And it might be legal, but is that fair? Is that ethical? Is it equitable? It's rather entitled and arrogant, if you ask me. And Mayor, you said I'm not reviewing all the resumes. I mean, it's just, can you imagine an HR department saying I have 100 here, but the first guy I like, so I'm not going to look at the other 100? You're running a how many $1 million corporation here? It's mind-boggling. And then I'm going to be a little bit quick. I don't know how much time I have. The resistance to a process here is exactly why people in this town think that everything is predetermined. This town knows that you make decisions privately and without consultation. So I'm going to wrap up what I was going to say. If you continue down this route of not considering things like this, you shouldn't be surprised when the town expresses displeasure and that you're not being transparent. And thank you to Talarico and a chair for being the only sound opinions tonight. Thank you.
So Dow Avenue, the superintendent has reached out to the chief of police as well as me for consideration on lowering that speed limit. So that's obviously going to be considered. But the chief and the traffic department have to take some time to do a speed study. I don't see it as a problem, especially lowering it by the school. As for comments in regard to the planning board, Colleen Mayer, who happens to run that department, has been working with these individuals for several years to disband and completely start fresh with a brand new board would be detrimental to the municipality getting people up to speed, especially when we have to get these applications through. One of the biggest problems that we've had in the municipality has been timing of getting people's applications through and approved. Now, I will review resumes for open seats. If Colleen made a recommendation on people who happen to be on the existing boards right now, that was my opinion. I am one person out of 5. I didn't say I wouldn't look at other resumes. What I said was there are seats that will open and we will go in the talent bank as we've done. What I also said was that there were ads put out. All I said in the last meeting was if you want to put it on your page, go for it. But we have very, very qualified people on these 2 existing boards. And to not consider them or to make them reapply, to me, I think is insulting to them. Okay? That's, again, my opinion. Fisher's not here. That's my opinion. Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard?
Mayor, can I just make one comment to her comment? So, the one, and I was the one that asked Colleen for her list of recommendations. To be clear, I asked for it so I understood who she felt were the most qualified and the ones that should remain from her perspective. That didn't mean those were the ones that we should just push forward, but I wanted her opinion because she did and does work with them day in and day out, both boards. She probably knows them the best. Again, that was a recommendation. You're absolutely right. It was before all the resumes were due. I don't know that in my humble opinion, that mattered that much, but that was the logic, at least from my position, why I asked for it.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing here none, we are going to be going back up for closed session and then reopening for work session. Any motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.